If the meat industry was honest, youngsters want answers. Agriculture industry urged to start open conversation about where meat comes from. Parents talk to their kids about the birds and the bees, but how do they answer the question about where meat comes from? Dr. Heather Bray, a science communicator and scientist from Adelaide University, told the Australian Lot Feeders Conference that the red meat industry expected to possess the space on disclosing to purchasers, and especially their youngsters, where meat originated from. Dr. Bray is as of now exploring how, in a time of provincial urban gap, with creature welfare-cognizant customers, kids are instructed about the association between the creature in the enclosure and the sustenance on the plate. She said the most shocking finding in the study was that the vast majority trusted discussions ought to happen with youngsters more youthful than 5. Youths need answers. Guardians are keen on this subject and there is some uneasiness there with regards to disclosing it to youngsters, Dr. Bray said. Numerous children have as of now discussed it before they have begun school. So I think this thought discussing where meat originates from in a transparent way, when children are much more established, is a misperception. They are not happening at a visit to the ICA, or after a visit to a petting zoo, they are really happening on the spot. What's more, I think this is an open door for engagement, since it implies these discussions are occurring with youthful kids and they are going on in the home when dinners are being delivered and expended. Dr. Bray said the discoveries permitted industry to ask new inquiries around how to empower those discussions, how to furnish guardians with the data they required, and how to be open and straightforward. She said the principles of science correspondence generally had been about certainties and the suspicion science was trusted, and agribusiness worked similarly. I'm the agriculturist, I ought to simply be trusted. This is the data and this is the way it is done, she said. In any case, now we realize that social permit depends on shared qualities. Shared estimations of regard for creatures produce social permit. Dr. Bray said the exploration obviously demonstrated shared values amongst city and nation. Creatures should be approached with deference, even creatures bound for butcher. They need a decent life, furthermore a decent demise, she said. When we begin from a place of shared opinion, then we can really begin to discuss what makes a decent life. What makes a decent demise and how does that really function? This is a mutualist team and that opens the route for a discussion and a superior discussion, rather than simply attempting to shell individuals with actualities and data. Dr. Bray said inability to open the discussion would prompt negative impressions of agriculturists and meat creation. On the off chance that the business is not set up to claim part of the account, part of the story, then there is space for other individuals to say, you are keeping it concealed, you are not being straightforward, and that undermines the social permit once more, she said. The business truly should be in a position where they are set up to talk from the heart about what they do, instead of from the wallet.